Then anyway, so tonight, Maze, UEFA Champions League, second leg, Manchester City versus Paris Saint-Germain. And I don't know. I will just start maybe just to build up everybody to give their view of the last game so that we pull up the lineups and discuss a bit. So, Tony,
Yeah.
yeah, how was the first leg? How did you see it?
Uh, very technical like hiyo game ilikuwa na masters wengi sana. Haikuflow vizuri. I thought ingekuwa fun but it was too technical. Midfield was too crowded. Idusiguye na Verratti kanyagana kila wakati kupress. It was a very intriguing battle basically, but it was a good game. Quality De Bruyne will change game. I think hiyo cross ikilingia bao change everything. But
Yeah.
PSG was supposed to win that game. The moment of quality. Na when Guya alikula red card, basically they threw away their chances. So it was okay. I thought ingekuwa fun. Iko the kidogo imekaa 3-3 or 4-4, but it was very technical. Because nitakuwa last time venye Poch na umsa limit Poch na Pep ile ilisha 4-3 ama ile VR ilikatabawa Sterling, remember? Spurs.
Yeah.
But this time it was too technical. Like your midfield battle, yeah, it was too like it was a good battle basically.
Yeah. Devices. How did you see?
Yeah.
Kama
Maze hiyo match maze siku expect yani, as in I thought itakuwa enticing kuliko match yetu na Real, as in high paced, all kind of spices ndani hiyo match, alafu ikakuwa too bland according to me. But PSG pia wali mess maze. Kenya walikuwa wafanya hapo nyuma hapo kwa defense, I couldn't understand maze. Ka hiyo bao crossi I saw nikawa aliangalia tu ball ikifloat tu kwa hewa na ikaingia tu, alafu wako like what the fuck. Oh, sorry kuswear, but yeah, as in PSG walijicheza, acha tu niseme hivyo. Mimi kwangu naona walijicheza man.
Yeah. Colin, your views, man. How was it? How did you see it? Is it what?
According to me, it was PSG's game. They didn't take their chances because ukiangalia chances the PSG had in the first half, more specifically, zilikuwa a lot, and if they actually capitalized on them, they would have won that game very easily. I didn't even understand how the game was done that quick. Kwanza hiyo bao ya De Bruyne, it was very reckless of the defense, as Tony has said.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Remy, give us your thoughts, man.
Okay, for me, I think it was. I think most of us expected PSG to win, or we expected PSG to put in a more solid fight, which I think happened in the first half, and maybe they missed some chances. But in the second half, they didn't turn up. Maybe it's due to Pep's brilliance, because they were dominated completely. They got the red later on, but that I think had an effect on the match, of course, but not as much because of how they played the majority of the second half. But in my opinion, I thought Verratti didn't do much in terms of that midfield play. As in, for me, I didn't feel his effect, and maybe that's why PSG struggled a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Arthur. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you still have the audio problem. I don't know. Arthur. Yeah. Unmuted, but anyway. So for me, I was a bit disappointed because I wanted PSG to win that first leg. So kind of, it was brilliant first half. I think they're all over City's faces and making a very good counter press. And I think they are winning most of the balls. And with the brilliance of Neymar, a bit. That half, it was kind of interesting how that battle was going in the first half, Neymar and Walker. But it faded out, and in second half, City. I think the biggest change was okay. The player predicted for him to have an impact became the flop, which was Cancelo. Cancelo was causing a lot of problems for City in the first half. If you really followed him well, he was losing most of the balls, and he was delaying on the balls, and he was getting pressed, loses the balls, and that's how PSG were getting to City's defense most of the time because he was trying to play in midfield and he was losing most of the balls. And at that point, I think when they brought in Zinchenko, everything changed because I think Zinchenko brought the stability in that backline, but mostly in midfield because he was moving into the midfield area and he caused a lot of problems for PSG. And like Remy said, I think Verratti had a very poor game. So yeah, anyway, so it seems we are all disappointed somehow. Probably you don't have a City fan. I'm sure he must have been delighted. But we go into this hoping we have a very good match tonight. Hopefully, it's not as tactical as it was, especially from I think that 7 minutes to around 60 minutes. That thing it was boring. Like it was too tactical for me even to comprehend what they are trying to do, both teams. So I think we hope for better in this match. So these are the lineups. We're going to go through the lineups so that I ask our opinions on the lineups and so that we point out the talisman of each team and where we think the battle will be won in this match. So these are the lineups for today. City have made a change, two changes. Fernandinho and Zinchenko starts in place of Rodri and Cancelo. Everything else remains the same. Then I think Kylian Mbappe had an injury, so Icardi comes in, and they retain Verratti. And of course, Idrissa Gueye had a red card, so Herrera comes in. I think those are the changes for this match. So anyway, I'll ask our opinion. Starting with Tony, he's the first on my screen. What do you think? The lineups and where do you think the battle will be on? And your general thoughts.
I think for me, City will dominate. Kwanza hapo nyuma, the midfield with Fernandinho and Gundogan against Herrera and Paredes and Verratti, and with KDB as the false number 9. I think with that, the Mona Guardiola doesn't prefer Aguero or Jesus. With the false number 9, you guys press more and you control the game better. So I think this game is a City win. It's a City win. City the finals. Cause and also pia ukiangalia squad ya PSG, their biggest threat was the run in behind. But with Icardi si as mobile as Mbappe. Maybe uko dakika 60 when game imekuwa ngumu ndio wateka Mbappe, but with Di Maria there's always a chance with the crosses, but I don't think City will give up this lead. City the quality is too good. And plus akina Foden and Mahrez, the magic of this two kijana kama Foden, this is a done deal. I think it's gonna be a very dull game. Itakuwa like a 2-0 win because itafika dakika 60 when game iko 0-0, PSG open up. Once they open up, ndio City on the counter, a 2 or a 3-0 win City. So basically, the game will be won by the false number 9. KDB must score. De Bruyne. That's what I'm saying. It's City win 3-0.
Wow. Until you made a prediction. That's nice. Coley, what do you say about these lineups and the general feeling? What do you think will happen?
First of all, me saying Fernandinho in is an indication that Klopp is inviting bodies into the game. Because last time, if you looked at the game, they were kind of being knocked off somehow by the bodies. But Fernandinho is an indication today, probably Pep doesn't want to score more than he wants to defend, because as the last time, the first half was brilliant from Neymar, but you remember Diaz is a compulsory, because he actually alieka, acha nitumie Kiswahili, alieka Mbappe kwa mfuko. Mbappe wasn't doing anything. Diaz was very brilliant in that game, so that's why I think he has been included. I don't know why he included Zinchenko, but probably we'll see some brilliance from the boy. Not much from I don't have much to say from from Man City, only that I think De Bruyne will not necessarily play the way he's supposed to. As in, as a number 9, he'll just drop back a little bit as a false 9 somehow. I guess so.
Yeah.
For PSG, a 4-2-3-1. Okay, I'll give my opinion on PSG after the next person. I've not analyzed it yet.
Okay. Gingivitis. Yeah, give us your opinion.
Yeah. Haya, sasa hapa let me start with PSG.
Yes.
Okay, the change of under Herrera, I think for me it can cause some difference, some kind of havoc, because of you remember when they played last week, hapo nyuma kulikuwa tu more like hizi jamaa zinagongana tu sana, kulikuwa yafanya ujinga. Under Herrera kuna like some ball retention type quality, you get me, so at least hapo kutakuwa na some order, a bit of order. Yeah. Alafu Icardi goal threat ish. Haya, sasa kwa Man City venye nini wamesema tu Koli, vile nimeona Fernandinho ndani ya kiwanja wamerevert ile style ya nini, wana retain ball huku nyuma, alafu wanatuma these other guys wakimbia huko mbele, kina Foden na Mahrez, alafu nani anataka false 9. So I think City wameencouragewa na Pep wajaribu zinaitwa, si lazima waingie kwa box kufunga venye wamezoea ku cut back alafu ni tap in, since nadhani PSG wata defend sana, wanaambua like be free to hit it from far ranges
Yeah.
So ndio wakichapa, De Bruyne ana receive the ball imepanchiwa back ama whatever, anaifinya ndani, ama Fernandinho pia kona hiyo prowess. Pia Bernardo Silva sijui mbona naona atakuwa talisman kwa hii game. Hiyo ndio naweza sema yani.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Remy. Give us your insights, man.
Okay, I think for this game, the way it's set up, Man City, of course, will look to frustrate PSG because they have the advantage. They can keep the ball, and then of course they trust their attacking players to score. So it's going to be a very difficult game for PSG.
Yeah.
And I think Foden is a threat. I think the kid has been performing really well, and he'll cause PSG's defense problems. Yeah? And then maybe in terms of how PSG are looking to play the last time out, I don't know if it will have helped if they had a bit more of attacking players. Maybe in place of Herrera, they have Verratti, and then in place of Verratti start Julian Draxler. I don't know if that will have given them an edge or it will have exposed them, but for me, I would have preferred them to set up their team like that, because I think it makes City a bit more aware. But with this kind of setup, without Kylian Mbappe, City will have a comfortable day, and they'll be out to frustrate PSG. Yeah.
Jose, I've seen Jose has joined us. Jose, can you give us? Will you please give us your views on the lineups and how you feel where the battles will be won in this game?
I think for me, I have contrary opinions to what my friends are saying.
Yes.
Because naturally, if somebody will sit at the back, then you don't need somebody like Wana or Mbappe, because they will easily be pocketed by the defense. But you need a natural finisher like Icardi. So I think, to me, Pochettino has got it right with trying to place Icardi there, and then using Ander Herrera. Ander Herrera is somebody who is down to earth. He's like a Mason Mount kind of player. I think when I remember him well from his time at Manchester, and partly Kidogo at PSG. So I think they will really work off the ball to try and get to City, and then use maybe the quality of Di Maria and Neymar. So I think they have a fair share. Fernandinho, he's good on experience, but is he at the same level? Maybe not. He may cause something there. So I'm not so sure with Pep using Fernandinho, but overall, I'm seeing that PSG can win this game, but not enough to maybe go through. Maybe a 1-0, yeah, or come on, 1-1, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think everything has been covered. Probably I'll just agree with a bit with Jose in terms of Herrera. I think if I was to sacrifice somebody in this PSG, I'll go for Verratti, because anyway, as much as I want to attack, I would like to have athleticism and work rate in midfield, which Verratti doesn't offer anyway. So if I have Herrera and Paredes, at least I have work rate. So I can put Neymar at position 10, then have Draxler out wide, so that at least when they are defending, usually Pochettino defends with the 4-4-1-1. So like last game, actually, the struggles were like I had tried to put it before the game. I was wondering if Verratti was to drift out wide when they were off the ball, which he was actually doing, but he really didn't have much impact like how Draxler was doing it against Bayern. He was leaving Diallo a bit exposed because Neymar was coming in to join Mbappe when they didn't have the ball, so that they provide channels for counter attack. So, and still I see the same thing here. So Verratti will be playing on the left when they don't have the ball in a 4-4-1-1, so that Neymar will shift into the middle because he cannot defend. But I would have liked to have Neymar at 10, then have Draxler out right there, so that at least, because when you have the ball, Draxler is pacey, he can finish, he can, and everything that Verratti does probably is better, but Paredes can do any tempo controls and all this is, you understand? So if I have a player who can finish off chances up there, I will have somebody like Draxler start, because like you saw last game, Verratti struggled, and I bet he might do the same, because he'll play in the same position where he'll be crowded, because City will crowd the central area. So, and he might struggle as well. So if you have like Neymar there, he can cause out havoc. Now that they have Fernandinho, you can have a red card this game if you have Neymar operating through those zones. So I think, let's see, maybe Pochettino has a reason why, but I would have loved Draxler to start, because for the position of Icardi and Mbappe, he doesn't have an option. Then I think, Corey talked about Zinchenko. I think I understand why he starts, because I think when he drifts into the midfield, like normally he does, I think he'll do the same. One of his fullbacks will come into the middle. So Zinchenko will be the one, and he did a very good job last time out. So I think it's a no-brainer for him to start, because he came in and stabilized the midfield plus the defensive line. So I think that one was a no-brainer. Then, yeah, everything else is the same. I think everything has been talked about, and we'll wait to see. So probably now, because we have like
Excuse.
yeah,
Sasa nimeangalia the PSG team have kinda, and by the way, hiyo ya Zinchenko, probably it might be true. We'll see it in the game.
Yeah.
I've not watched him a lot, I'd say. Siangaliangi game yake sana when I'm watching Man City. The only kid I'm impressed with is Foden a lot. For PSG, my opinion is the star man for today is actually going to be Neymar again, because I think he understands how Pep kind of sets up his football. Because Ababu, remember the time he was in Barcelona and all that, and also the way first leg, and also he's been up and down trying to win Man City. Also, he's going to go in like a warrior, even without Mbappe. So just watch out on Neymar and Di Maria. Lakini most particularly Neymar. If there's going to be a goal for PSG, Neymar is going to be in the score sheet.